Hey guys, Wim79 here from Battle Pirate Nexus and welcome to my Hostile Takeover Part 2 video. In the first video I did, I think 2 days ago that it was, I did an A set and a B set. It was the raid just started in beta world where I am in, and well, it was a little bit expensive at first, but now we are 2 days in the raid. I can tell you that I not only got my points that I wanted, but I even got a little bit more, and I'm still going, but on normal repair I am done coining. I did an A set, one. To show you in the video. I did a B set. I think I did one in the video, but I think I did one afterwards also. I did a C set also, but only for the points and to see how my current Punisher fleet was doing on auto, and it did really well. So what I'm gonna show you in this video is, well, a little bit of tips, tricks, tactics that you can get in other videos also, but I'm gonna try and combine them all in one, so you don't have to look at 7 videos to know what you can do. And also a bit of info about the points that I gathered myself for this raid. So first off, the target that I'm hitting for the moment is the Draconian Mega Hull, the level 101, that can be found on the map near Drag Uranium bases. So we're gonna have a look at that. This is the first time that I'm trying to show slides in XSplit, so hope that it goes well. Okay, this, as you can see here, is the target, the Draconian Mega Hull level 101. In total it gives a good 1.5 million points for killing everything that you see here, and an additional bonus of the same. So if you kill this, you get a good around 3 million points in total. So it's very much worth it, depending on your level and the stuff that you got to hit it, of course, and the tactic that you're using, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that in this video. Afterwards I'm also gonna show you how I hit one. Now what's very important about these targets is there is a red zone, and I'm gonna show you in my next picture. These are red zones. You don't see them on the map. When you see these red zones, well, you crossed your ship into one of them, and that means that at the top you see a countdown. The Mega Hull is gonna launch missiles at you. These missiles have a great spread, they have splash damage, and trust me when I say this, even the biggest fleet, if it gets hit by it, it's gonna die in an instance almost. The damage of it is truly insane. So be sure, if you go in these targets, keep moving. See that you got fast ships, and with fast I mean a minimum combat speed of 32 is required. 35 is even better, because 30 or less you're just gonna die. You can't get away from the splash damage. Now a little bit extra I want to say it is, if you want easy, if you want free points, what the players have also been doing is, and there is a video about this also from a guy, I don't know the name, sorry, otherwise I would mention him for the credit, but there is a video of the guy, and what he does is he takes submarines with the Cobra scattergun. Now you can use those guns on Kuda's R10, Nighthawks, I think, not sure. Yeah, Nighthawks, I'm not sure. I think you can do Nighthawks also, but the Tiger Sharks for sure, or the Kuda, sorry, but the best is Tiger Sharks. And what you do is you come in from either the top side, bottom side, left side, right side, and you kill the mini islands that you see there. Just let the scatter guns kill them, go back to the right. Could be that you have to do it in 2 times. So let's say you enter from the right, kill it. If you see you're almost gonna surface, go back to the right, go back to the island, kill the remaining one, go back to the right. Then if it's killed, retreat and go in from the 3 other sides also and do the same. If you kill those 4 turrets, clusters, you'll get a good 730,000 points, and you can do it for 0 damage. It's a grind, but if you have it, if you have the fleet for it, and you don't want to spend too much gold, this is a good way to do it, okay? Now, if you want to hit this, otherwise, it's also good to use tank ships if you're going for the center, for the hull, etc. Now, I'm gonna show the next slide. This is how I do it. I always approach from the right. I kill the turrets. Then I activate the northeast section of the 2 V2Cs, I think it is, and the Kodiak. Lure them to me, kite them, so go away, kill them. Then I go back to that right island without entering the 2 red zones, activate the northeast, southeast portion of it. That's just a V2C1 and a Kodiak. Activate that also, kill that also. Then I swing back and I go for the mega hull, and as you can see in the next picture, when I'm almost at the island, I halt a good inch on the right of it, and I split my fleet. How do I do this? Well, simple. I select them all, and I click at the top point that you see here. There are 2 points where my fleet is going. As soon as as they start moving, I select my, in this case, my Harlock Aegis, and I aim that at the bottom point that you see here, just right of the Draconian Mega Hull and on the left of the island. So this way, the Aegis will activate the red zone, the missiles, and they will fire below the island and damage the Aegis a little bit. But my Zoe Rhinos that you see on top are undamaged when they come to the Drac Mega Hull. Here I split them up, so it's best to split them up. Don't group them up, because the Drac Mega Hull also has, besides torpedoes, it also houses the new Drac bomber UAVs, and those do splash damage, so be sure to don't group your fleet up. You will see in an instance, because I plan on doing one of these. So what I'm also want to point you towards is my page, Battle Pirate Nexus, because we got a tips, tricks and tactics picture up that you can see here. Now, the full points can be found there. So Draconian Mega Hull, if you kill it fully, you get around 3 million points. If you do a total A set with the bonus, with the A set bonus included, you get 2.9 million points. If you do a B set, the 5 targets with the B set bonus, you get a good 740,000 points. If you do a C set with the C set bonus included, you get a good 79,000 points. For the rest, the scattergun subs, I told you, for 730,000 points on the 4 turret clusters. What I also want to point out here is, find something that you can hit. It doesn't matter if you're a coiner or not, that's in your range of gold or repair time. Don't plan on being a big daddy overnight and want to kill the highest targets. Many veteran players, me included here, got their asses kicked when they tried the new targets out, being a new raid format and all. So before we found a good balance to keep going. So there is also no shame in grinding B sets or C sets. If you get what you want, in the end, that's all that matters. What you can also do is ask your alliance to help you out. You never know. There are some guys in it who already want to help you out. So afterwards, if you can, you don't have to, but it's always nice if you can give them some gold for their effort. So if someone helps you with one target, not, but let's say if you get 9 million points or 18 million points and from one player helping you out, well, if you just give him 50 or 100 gold, it goes a long way in the appreciation, because it's not because you don't want a coin that somebody else has to do it for free for you. All our fleets cost a tremendous amount of money. I think it's safe to say that now. But I also want to say that Kixeye is doing a good job for the moment on lowering the build times, refit times, repair times. They are still not there, in my opinion, but they are doing something about it. And that's something that we couldn't say a few months ago. So let's see where it takes them, and well, hopefully we can benefit even more from it. Now I'm gonna go to the game, see that I don't forget to swap scenes. Scene 1, we should be in my base view now, so I got oh, also don't forget to build or use rockets. You never know when it can be useful. If you think, damn, something's coming at me, and use a rocket. I haven't, well, in the previous video I used a rogue crew, but truth be told, I used sea serpents afterwards. I used the steelheads. And it's hard to believe, because for me it looks like, and I know it won't be true, but it looks like Kixeye disabled the rogue crews. For me, those two crews, I don't see any difference if I use them or if I don't use them. I've been hitting the Draconia Mega Hulls. If I use them or don't use them, I don't see any difference. Now I gotta say, the steelheads give a defenses buff. See no difference whatsoever. The sea serpents give an evade buff and a turn buff. The only thing that I do see is I get a better turn speed, but evade, there are a few things in there that hit you with evade, like the launchers on the V2C and the torpedoes that it fires if you come into close range. They still hit me the same way as they do without the crew, so I don't see any difference, truth be told, on that. Now I also rolled, someone set this on Battle Pirate Nexus. These are my crews, by the way. I rolled, don't know, where is it? I'm not gonna use it, but oh, this one. Got it a few times, never used it. The Wolf Pack. Duration 1 hour greatly increases the power of missile-based fleets, because it gives a 14% chance to deal critical hits with missiles. 14% is pretty good if you see what most fleets fire upon, so that's pretty good. One thing I do want to point out here toward Kixeye is critical hits you also get in the R&D now, researchers. Now, if you use UAVs, you can see them. It's the red one that's firing, that's doing the double damage. That's it's what it was also posted on forums. But a question for Kixeye: where is the visual effect of all the other weapons? Mortars, missiles, torpedoes, launchers. You don't see a graphical effect there for a critical hit. So is it a bug that there are no critical hits there for the moment, or is it a graphical glitch that it just doesn't show up? So it would be nice if Kixeye would check that out and, well, yeah, even do a post about it or something. So for the moment, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit a Draconian Mega Hull. Hope that I can find one. 101, but I'm not gonna use the crew now. Oh crap. I'm gonna coin this, but I was kinda hoping. Going back. Not gonna keep talking here for a minute and a half. That's kinda stupid, but screw it, I'm gonna coin it. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use my scout. I'm gonna show you. Normally I don't prep, okay? Now, if all goes according to plan, I can do this. I wrote everything down. I can do a 101 for 16 gold. Now, there is a video up for the moment from Wim79. He's doing a Draconian Mega Hull for 10 gold. Haven't looked at it yet, just wanna mention it. But there is a video from a guy, and I'm really sorry, but I didn't write that name down. And he was doing it for, I think, 6 gold, 3, 4, 5, or 6 gold. It wasn't much. It was really low. So Speedy Gonzalez is gonna take that for me. Okay, now I'm gonna hit this. I kinda hope that no one touched it yet. That's not only for the points, but just to give you an idea. Okay, now I'm gonna add a bookmark, put this on top so people hopefully see that I'm hitting this. Now I'm gonna use my tiger sharks. My ear itches. So, to show you what I meant with those 4 turrets. I'm only gonna do one, by the way, so I'm lazy when it comes to prep. I truly hate prep. So group them up, zoom in. Watch out for the red zones, you can't see them. As soon as the red lights up, you're screwed because you got a missile volley coming at you. So I'm gonna park this here, do this, park this here, a wee bit closer. Okay, and just let them rip. Now, what I know so far is if you kill this, it will take 5 seconds longer for the mega weapon reload launch sequence to fire at you again. What that means is those missiles that fire at you, that at an extended range. So, but I'm too lazy to take them all out. Also, I go in, if you will see in a few, I go in to the within the target where there is no red circle, so I don't need to, how do you say it? I don't need to prep them all. No, I think it was here. So as you can see, even with high, it all depends how many Cobra scatter guns that you got, of course, but I carry 3 on each of my ships, so that's 15 in total. I'm gonna change Sparrow. I'm kinda hoping that no one hits this target with me, because I'm doing a video, I didn't say anything about it in comms. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Bam, back in. Now, normally I don't do this, okay? This is just for the video to show you that it can be done as a prep. Also, I will tell you how many points that you get. So, if you do it on the 4 sides, it will be around 730,000, 740,000. Not sure. The fact that they don't fire together is because my lead hull isn't maxed out yet. My Phantom Tiger Shark isn't maxed out. Oh well. Boom, it's dead. So I'm gonna retreat now. I'm gonna open this so I can see if no one else comes here. Have a quick look at comms. Nothing good. So I'm gonna retreat, and then I'm going in with my Harlock Aegis and 4 Zoe Rhinos. So first we look at the points that you get from this. So 182,000. If you do that times 4, well, as I said before, you get 740,000. I'm at 39 million for the moment. So Harlock Aegis, go. I'm gonna put my tiger sharks back home. Not gonna use them anymore. Now, I always enter from the right. I think I was a little bit too much to the bottom, so yeah, I'm gonna click here, because here somewhere is that red zone. So I don't wanna get into that I don't want that volley firing at me just yet. Now Punishers, I've seen Punishers in action. They are fast because they can actually outrun the red zones, the damage that it gives them. So what I do now is I take one, I'm gonna close this, I take one, and this is just to activate and lure this one. Bam, turn, 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 stop, and keep moving. You would say now, why don't you go a little bit below? Well, not gonna do that because then I will activate the red zone. And that's something that you don't wanna do. I'm gonna put those here. Put them here. Like this and go. It was pointed out to me after my previous raid video, the first one, that I clicked a lot on my mouse, so I'm gonna try and not do that. Also say again that I am using a trackball, not a mouse, with the ball on top and not on the bottom. I love using it. It's tough to use at first, but I like it. It's also wireless. My keyboard is USB, a classic, nothing too fancy, from I think it's from the computer from Hewlett Packard. Now I'm gonna activate these ones, these two, and after that I'm going for the center. So after that I'm going for the center. Stop, move. These Kodiaks are pretty fast. If you look at our Kodiaks, they have an awful combat speed, but if you look at these ones, it's always has been in this game that the NPCs, the non-playing characters, so that's what we are fighting from Kixeye, have a better combat speed, a better turn speed, a slightly better range on us. So another surprise there. Okay, now what we are gonna do now is this will go here, and I'm gonna take my Harlock Aegis and move it towards here to activate the dead zone. I gotta time this right because okay, here you will see the red now show up in a little bit. You see, this is the one that activated it. Here will come the missile barrage. See the splash damage that I got from it? So it's pretty intense. Now, what you're gonna do is one here, one here, one here, and one here. You can't group them up. This is something that you don't see often, but the little gun that you see firing here, you guys see it, the orange dots? Well, that is the ballistic cannon, the concussive cannon, sorry, that's on the Zoe Rhinos. You don't see it very often in combat due to the fact that most things that you hit will be killed when they reach this. I think it's a range of 45. Will be hit already. Okay, move it. Move it, move it, move it. And the reason that I'm moving this is so the bombers don't jump to my other ships. Okay, so far it's looking good. Keep in mind that I prepped one, so if you prep all 4 of them, this is the damage that you will have. This, and well, yeah, from the what you will get extra from the, how do you call it, from the guard ships. But now find ship with the most health. I always go for the cold snaps, frostbite. I still don't know what they are, so it's either one of the two. Bam. Not gonna bother with that. Now, wait for it. Keep moving. Like this. Then group them all up here. I think use beach in your advantage. And what that means is try to get I'm gonna try and make this thing beach like this. It's firing at me, but it's getting good damage, so okay, great. No shockwave explosion. You can't get a sorry, that was my bad. The launchers can't get a shockwave because this hull is unreactive. So this one is better now. Go here. And I'm always going first for the 2 frostbites because they are doing the explosive splash damage. They are taking away certain fields, but not in this case because there is no field anymore. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I know. I'm clicking like a moron again. Sorry. Take it out, then go here. Group them up. Group them up. I'm used to grouping my fleets up, and I know it's the worst thing you can do with rhinos, Zoe Rhinos, but it's tough if you've been doing it for years to start doing it any other way now. So I almost lost one. Gonna bring that a little bit forward so that then move. Now all the guard ships are gone. Only thing that's remaining is this island cluster. By the way, the walls that you see here are for subs. So if you use submarines, you can't go from here to here. That's the reason they are here. So far I did pretty good on damage. Gonna put that one a little bit forward and go for those frostbites. I'm just gonna go from here to here. Take that one out, that one, that one. Because those are the things that, well, they do the most damage. So don't barge in like a lunatic. Look, see what you're hitting, see what's out there, and kill that. Now, the best that I had so far was 16 gold repair, and I think this one, with a little bit of luck, will be better. Oh, I lost the sheep. I lost a sheep. Should have kept it in the back a bit. Oh well. Now, the bonus, 1.5 million points. The remaining points, so now I'm at 41.8 million. Repair time. This is the good thing, I don't have to dock anymore. I can show you here. Not gonna click it, of course, but 13 gold. This is my best so far. 6 hours, 10 minutes. Now, can you do better? Well, yeah, if you got a tank here, like the Punisher or the heavy cruiser, but the Punisher seems to do better due to its deflection. If you have a tank here with countermeasures on it, the biggest damage that you get now is, well, it's explosive damage. So my fleet isn't outfitted for that, and I after my previous video, I looked into refitting my fleet, and to refit this to the specs that I say, okay, it's still useful for all the rest, but also especially for this raid, it would have cost me more than 1000 gold. I'm not gonna spend 1000 gold on a refit, that's just crazy. So the ship has alloy defense, the missile and ballistic, so it's low on defensive explosive defense. As you can see, it's only 55%. So how you can solve that is, well, you can add the D6A. That's the new limited special that's been in the raid store. So that one gives ballistic, missile and explosive defense boost, and it's also lower weight than the alloy. So what else can you do? Well, I could have put my countermeasures on my Harlock Aegis and outfitted it instead with the missile system. Removed it, put a speed system on it, engine upgrade, sorry, removed the missile for something with 90 range. Even I don't know, a negotiator mortar 1 has 90 in range as a spotter, and then add, let's say, 2 phalanx 4 and maybe 3 gales 3, and maybe even remove D6A. I would keep on this one, but remove the agility system 4 and use a countermeasure with it to increase the range of the countermeasures. So yeah, stuff like that you can always change. So folks, I think this is it for my second video. I hope it helped you a little bit. Something, as you can see, I showed you before, not to brag. These are my points now. Now, the plan for me was to stop at 31 or 32, 31 million, and then I could take the Citadel, the Judgment Mortar, and the Frostbite turret. Now, when I was doing the 101s, all of a sudden I saw that I was at 33 million, so I said to myself, okay, screw it, I'm gonna keep going for the tokens. If I want all the tokens, I need 50,440,000, so that's still a good 10 million, that's 3-ish 101s I have to do. But if you look at the repair time that I got on them, I can do it for free because the raid is still busy for 3 days, 2 days, sorry. Let me check. Let me first repair all this. Dock. Start repair. Bank all to for safe. I said that in my first video. Then the raid still lasts for 2 days, so 2 days. That's good enough for me to hit 3 more 101. So what am I doing for the rest? I'm gonna give a little sneak peek because I got a few messages from people who saw my punishers. Well, as you can see, my I'm refitting. I will show you the setup. The first one. My final setup will be, keep in mind these are built to hit drag uranium bases, but maybe they are useful in the raid also. I have speed 5 on them. I could have used the, I always forget this name, it's so annoying, the hydraulic resistors. Same combat speed, same map speed, same turn speed, but they also give evade bonus, the same as the speed system 5, but also concussive defense, so that's pretty handy against torpedoes and torpedo turrets. So back to the setup real quick. That's the last thing that I'm gonna show. So speed system 5, the D6A. Why the D6A over the alloy? Well, explosive. As you can see now, the Frostbite turret deals explosive damage. The Cold Snap gives explosive damage. Those drag UAV bombers give explosive damage. Keep in mind, as soon as the raid ends next week, the 17th, I think, the new Forsaken missiles will launch 3 new prizes. It was already posted on Battle Pirate Nexus, but one of those prizes is a new Draconian UAV bomber. We don't know the specifications, the range, but From now on, I want missiles, ballistic, and explosive defense, just in case. Now, agility system 4. It's these two I know are limited prices. You can only get them in raid. So if you can, be sure to stockpile up on them. They are used. They are sorry. They are. Well, you won't regret it. I don't know how to say it otherwise. Then, to boost the ballistics, nuclear accelerators, and also with bonus to the accuracy and the range, they are R15, by the way. The agility is R15, retrofitted. Compound armor, the D6A, also R15. Speed system, also R15. Now, this one I'm gonna start later today. For the first time. That's the Siege Battery 3, and I get no retrofit on it yet. So the retrofit will increase the building damage and the turret defense, so it's always good to use. Now you can see here for armor, keep in mind I had when I was ranking them at the beginning, I had 2 Gale 2s on them. No armor, and I got 6 of the railguns and 2 arbalests. Now, for weight issues, I had to remove the arbalests, so I'm going with full railguns here, and 1 Gale 2 and 1 Gale 1. This is just how I'm gonna build the 4, rank them up a bit. This is a D1C ballistic armor. It's only on it for 2 reasons. First of all, a little bit extra ballistic defense. Second of all, for the weight issue, because here below I'm gonna add 2 bulk armors. Gonna have a look. I always forget, I always think I wanna say Hulk armors, but it's not Hulk, it's Bulkhead. Reaver Bulkhead, 2 of these, so that's 2 times that amount of armor. So I think it will end up with over 22,000 armor points, so that's not too bad. The reason I got 4 of those, by the way, as you could see, this is the first that I'm refitting. This is still the old setup, as you can see. This one is built to boost the ballistic reload with 50% and the ballistic defense with 50%, which is pretty... The reload speaks for itself, is the ballistic hull, so it's useful to have a bonus reload. And the defense is good because if the main target for this fleet for me will be direct uranium bases, so a lot of ballistic guns in there, the long range, the new one, so ballistic defense never hurts to have. Now, final thing, I will show you how they work for the moment. I like them, but as always, I can't wait to get them ranked up, armored up, and in combat, of course. The fleet is called, by the way, Omega Fun. It's Omega with Punishers, but I like to call them Funishers because, well, it's a good hull. I like it. It's a good combat speed. It's a good defense. Good, awesome for a tank. Even with just 3 armor slots, you can do a lot of things with this hull. So as you can see, it's killing it. I even think on free repair, I was doing it a while back, that you can hit elite targets with it. So if you're ranking it, I've been throwing a few salty dogs on it because it's a raid, so not too many people are ranking. For me, that's good. So most are playing the raid. Me also still doing the raid, as I told you, but I'm repairing on normal. So in between, I can do other things. I haven't hit the scorch targets yet for uranium. Should do that also, but haven't had the time. I'm good on my uranium for the moment until the raid ends, so afterwards we have a Forsaken mission. I can get uranium for that. So I'm gonna have a look. I think it was just a few seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds repair, so that's nothing. With 4 it will be better, but oh well. So this is it for a little sneak peek. Folks, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you like this video. I want to wish you all good luck in the raid. Again, don't get frustrated. Don't choose prizes too fast. As you can see, it's still 2 days left. Look, I'm at 41 million points. I haven't chosen my prizes yet. I always choose at last, just so I can take print screens from it with the total number, etc. for Battle Pirate Nexus. So you don't, if you're a low to mid-level player, don't choose too fast. I think you get 12 or 24 hours after the raid is done to collect your prizes. So hold on for them a bit, see how far you can go, and choose then. Guys, this is Wim79 from Battle Pirate Nexus, and I'm wishing you all a good raid, good luck, and see you on my next video.